Hello guys, RoosterGamer420 here. We're going to play some Kirby 64. This game I haven't played it in a lot of time. Haven't played it since like 2019, I think. Let's delete this file. I remember this game pretty well. We're going to 100% this game. Alright, so we're going to start with the first level. Let's see the tutorial. Okay, so this game has two main mechanics, one of which reminds me, well, two special mechanics. The first one is the power combos. If you swallow two enemies or you solo two enemies at the same time, you get two powers. This can also happen if you throw a power star at an enemy and then swallow that power star. You can combine copy abilities, okay? And the second one is Crystal Shard collecting. Yes, this game has 72 Crystal Shards to collect in each level. And to get the true ending, you have to collect all the crystals. So it's kind of like Bubsy 3D. You collect all the rocket pieces. Here you collect all the crystals. Except this came out 4 years later. And I played this first. I played this before Bubsy 3D, and when I first played Bubsy 3D, it instantly reminded me of Kirby 64 because of the rocket pieces. Anyways, I was just putting the tutorial to tell you some backstory, so let's go to the first level. Oh, a cutscene. Basically, the story is that Ripple Star is a planet far away in the galaxy, and dark matter tried to use the power of the magic crystal to do something, and Ribbon the Fairy escaped with the crystal, and then it was shattered by dark matter because dark matter is stupid. That's basically the story, and now Kirby has to save everyone. Okay, level 1, Pop Star, stage 1. This game uses the D-pad, and one thing I would want to tell ya is that I don't use the D-pad for Bubsy 3D. I use the control stick because my D-pad is absolute garbage. Like, it's trash. It has no central pivot, so my D-pad does not have a central pivot. So for 2D games like this, it's alright, but for 3D games like Bubsy 3D, or Crash Bandicoot 3 is annoying. Because you will end up pressing more than 2 directions at the time, at once. You will end up pressing more than 2 directions at once, and so I only use the D-pad for 2D games. 3D games like Bubsy 3D, Crash Bandicoot, I use the control stick. And here's a Crystal Shard. Now this is my favorite copy ability in the entire game, the Fire Sword. It's pretty cool. The level design in this game is fairly good, to say at least. It's rather flat. There's not too many obstacles, kind of like in Dreamland 3. Yes, I've also played Kirby's Dreamland 3, but it's still pretty good. And most of the crystals are in puzzles rather than hidden like in Bubsy. And most of these puzzles require a certain copy ability, so it's kind of annoying sometimes. Bubsy 3D did better this mechanic than Kirby. In my opinion, Bubsy did it better. But now we have to discard this super cool sword because we need the bomb ability for the next shard. Yes, Bubsy 3D does the same mechanic better than Kirby 64 because Bubsy does not have any copy abilities, so your standard moveset is all that you need. But here, when to blast a wall, you will need a certain copy ability. Ooh. So there's that. Anyways, we're going to fight Waddle Doo. See, there's a Waddle Dee here with playing around with the crystal, and then Dark Matter shows up and suddenly it's going to be a Waddle Doo for some reason. Now bomb plus bomb is missiles, another pretty cool copy ability combo. You can just tank the boss with this. And get third shard. Now in Bubsy 3D there are 2 rocket pieces per level. In this game there are 3 crystal shards per level. But the crystal shards are hidden in less intuitive places or have less intuitive puzzles than Bubsy's rockets. And there is backtracking. Therefore, there is backtracking in this game to some extent. In Bubsy 3D there is no backtracking at all unless you somehow missed a rocket piece or you're running out of lives. But here, you will backtrack for some of these crystal shards if you don't have the necessary ability. Now, granted, the enemies that have the necessary abilities are usually in the level, but sometimes they aren't. Sometimes you will have to backtrack. For example, there's the 4th wall of the game, there is a crystal shard that requires backtracking because there's an ability that is nowhere to be found in the level. There is no enemy combination that gives you that ability, so you have to backtrack. But from World 1 to World 3 there's practically no backtracking. Oh man, do I remember this game? Well, I have kind of, it's not nostalgia, but kind of, it's kind of nostalgia. I played this back in 2017, 2016, I think, 2018 perhaps. And haven't played it since like 2019. But I'm not a very nostalgic person. I'm not a very nostalgic person, just that I remember this game a lot. I remember a lot of things from this game. And also speaking of how do you get the crystal shards, some of these puzzles are kind of unintuitive. For example, there's one puzzle in World 4 which requires you to make some kind of structure with star blocks. And it's not very intuitive to say all this. Now we fight this think it's called a bouncy. I don't remember very well. More cutscenes, because cutscenes are cool, I guess. Here's Adeline. She first appeared in Dreamland 3 as a boss, but now she's Kirby's friend. And she got possessed like the dark matter. And her fight is like the one in Dreamland 3, but shorter. But it's shorter. And it just spam this attack. It's super effective. I always wondered what that pixelated thing is. I don't really know what that is. What it may be. Why is it there? Why is it pixelated? Why? Oh, I'm losing health. Keep spamming. Crouching works. Yes, it works. Alright. She's back to normal. And she joins the crew. And off they go. Grab the tomato, please. Yes! 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. Now, DDD's castle. Why do I always get hurt? Oh, here's some meat. Thanks. That's some pretty catchy music. Anyways, we're inside of the castle now. Have nothing else to say. Now, why do I keep the super cutter is because I will need it for a crystal shard in this level. For this first crystal shard actually. The second one is in some spot inside the castle, and the third one is by spoilers. Spoilers, you will see why I say it's spoilers. Ooh. Somehow it didn't react. It didn't respond. You see, here's the first crystal shard. We got it. Another line paints a 1-up for us. Here's the second crystal. It's sort of hidden, but it's not really hidden. It's in a very easy spot. Also in this game you can't fly forever, so there's that. Maybe because of the level design that they decided to make to make Kirby unable to fly forever. Perhaps. Also got a slide attack to defeat enemies without swallowing them or spitting them out. I don't think it works for bosses. Oh, he's like, it's mine, but when he gets possessed, wow. Alright, we're going to fight King DDD for the last Crystal Shard. No, please no. Three hits and he has a second phase, so he has 6 hits. Easy peasy. What should I grab? Oh, the card. I'm going to grab the enemy info card. No! Anyways, to the boss level against Wispy Woods for the billionth time in the series. And now he has children. Because why not? And we must defeat his children first. Also, one thing that is pretty cool about this game is that it's 2.5D. It's not 3D, but it's 2.5D. It has like, you follow a path, but it's in a 3D environment of sorts. Sort of 3D environment. But you follow a path. For example, here you're following a circle and it looks pretty cool. This is something that the series has never gone back to. Although it looks cool. And although it looks cool, I will rather prefer a 3D game. Which sadly this game is not 3D. But whatever. I don't know why the Kirby series is so scared, so afraid of 3D, I don't know. It seems to... the guys at HAL seem to be really afraid of 3D. Anyways, here's a large crystal. I don't know why. If even the ones that were considered a flop are really good. For example, Bubsy 3D, Earthworm Jim 3D, these are great. But they were only poorly received. But those games were great. So I don't see why the series does not didn't went 3D in the Nintendo 64. Perhaps because it was too hard for them to translate all of Kirby into 3D, and that's why they only recently got the basic mechanics right in 2017's Blowout Blast. I don't know, but anyways, see you next time, guys, in the next episode, in another video. Goodbye.